live in a village at the foot of a snow-capped mountain.
Hola, Dora.
Her husband had died. She had a son, so she was very lonely.
And she was always tired too, for she had no one to help but herself. All on her own, she cleaned the hut,
Cleaned the yard.
tended the chickens, washed her clothes in the river, carried water, fed firewood, and cooked her solid food. At the end of each day, she gazed up at Snow Peak and prayed. Great mountain spirit! My work is too hard! Tell me help! One day, Shizu was feeding her small field by the river, where she grew vegetables and bananas and corn. Suddenly, a noble chieftain appeared beside her.
Go! I am a messenger for the great mountain spirit, who had touched some God's seed. Blood this carefully. They are the answer to your prayers.
Then the chieftain vanished. What could I get from a handful of seeds?
Oh my,
Landed them as carefully as she could. Shizu was amazed at how quickly the seeds grew. In just a week, long vines trailed over the ground and lifeguards hung from them.
She the brother. Then she laid the birds in the
Oh my God.
It's really hard then to sell them to the market as good bananas to be made into coffee in the house. One fine gourd she set by the cook fire. This one she wanted to use herself, and she hoped it would dry faster. The next morning, Shizu went off again to tend her piggery.
But, meanwhile, back she had
The gourds stumbled. They sprouted heads, and then arms.
the legs.
Soon they were not gourds at all. They were
Children!
one boy lay by the fire where Shizu had put the Bibles.
The other children close to him from the rafters.
Kitty, come help us.
We'll work for our mother.
Kitty, our favorite brother. Then the children started quickly on the chores. Clean the hut, clean the yard, feed the chickens. Get the milk. All trying.
Drying by the fire had made the boy slow, so he can stand there, smiling wild.
Smiling wildly, liquefy.
Then they all turned again into gourds. That afternoon, as she returned home, the other women of the village called to her. Who were those children in your yard today? Where did they come from? Why were they doing your chores? What children? Are you all making fun of me?
But when she reached her hut, she was astounded.
The work was done, and even the meal was ready. She could not imagine who had helped her. The same thing happened the next day. As soon as Shizu had gone off, the gourds turned into children. With heads, and arms, and legs. The one in the ground called out.
Ano?
We'll
work for our mother.
Her favorite brother. Clean the hut. Clean the yard. Feed the chickens. Wash the clothes. Cook the meal. Then they climbed back to the rafters and started again to gorge. Once more, Shizu came home and was amazed to see the all done. But this time, she decided to find out who were her helpers. The next morning, she was pushing beside the door of the hut and victims, and she saw the guards turn into children.
Heads.
And arms and legs. And she would be the one of the rafters gone down.
Daisy had as the children ran to the door. They nearly ran into children.
She was astonished to speak. And so were the children. But the poor man, they went up with their charge. Please, where they are. Free the children was questionable. Very good, Miss Nino. When they were done, they started to climb back to the rafters. No! You must not chase back to the door. You will be the children. And I will love you and care for you. So, she took the children as her outfit.
She was no longer lonely.
And the children were so healthy. She soon became rich with immense fields of vegetables and bananas and flocks of sheep and goats. That is, overhelpful but faithful, who stayed by the fire with a simple-minded smile. Most of the time, she didn't mind.
Daisy was really her favorite because he was like sweet.
But sometimes, she would start or unhappy about something else. She would get annoyed and yell at me. You useless child! Why can't you be smart like your brothers and sisters? And work as hard as they do? The baby would only grin back at her. One day, Shizu was out in the yard, cutting vegetables for stew. As she carried the pot from the bright sunlight into the hot, she tripped over container.
She fell. And the big mud shop. Vegetables and swatter streaked everywhere.
Stupid boy! How can I told you to stay out of my way? But what can I expect? You're not a real chef at all. You're nothing but a calabash. Amy's face was aboard. What have I done? I didn't mean what I said. You're not a calabash. You're my own darling son. The other children came crowding into the hut. Oh, children, please do something.
They look at each other.
Then over each other they climbed, covering up the ground. When the last child had been helped up by Shindo, they called out one last time.
We'll work for our mother. Spirit brother.
For a long moment, nothing happened.
Then, slowly,
The guard across the head, arms.
Ay, the arms.
At last, it was not a word at all. It was Daisy! Shizu learned her lesson.
ever after, she was very careful what she called her children.
And so they gave her comfort and happiness all the rest of her days.
Okay, here's the difference between the last one and Mike's group. The singing part, we don't like it. We try to avoid it as much as possible, but the part when they have that opposite thing, we look for that to see again. But the singing, that's the...
Say hi, sir.
That's the drawback of your performance, that singing part. Okay, your scores. You actually got here the biggest plus because you have 3 for costume, 1 for cover, and 1 for prop. So that's 5. Auditory 21. Diction 21.